Hey everybody, it's your Uncle Bear. So I've been listening to the news regarding the National Guard troops going into these larger cities that are pretty much out of control. And before I say anything, I apologize to any of the common sense people that live in areas like Portland and Chicago, and LA for that matter, San Francisco, all the liberal strongholds basically. Now, whether it's constitutional for him, I'm not at liberty to say. I don't know. I'm not qualified. That's above my pay grade. Here's what I do know. If I was a governor or a mayor of a large city, and I did have a lot of crime going on, violent crime, and the president offered to send in people to help the local police to control the situation and get things under control. Why in the hell would I turn that down? Why would I turn that down? Their job is to protect their citizens, their constituents. And that's what the president's job is. So I'm not sure, if they are failing at that, I would think that's within the president's realm of his duties, because his duties include protecting the United States citizens. And if the mayors and the governors of those states aren't doing it, I would think that's in his realm. That being said, if my suggestion to President Trump at this point is, you know what? If they don't want your help, just let them kill each other over there. Okay? We, as citizens of other areas that are normal people, we just won't go there. Their tourism will drop to zero. And as a truck driver, I quit going to California years ago because of their stupidity. But I quit going to Minneapolis back when the recidivist George Floyd died of an overdose, and they blamed it on a police officer. But I quit going there when I heard a black man walking down the street. I saw a video of this black man saying, if anyone white walks down this street, kill him. He was telling other black people that. Okay. Well, hunt for your food. I'm not bringing it. And then the city of Minneapolis banned parking for trucks on any street in Minneapolis. So, all right. No problem. Hunt for your food. I'm not bringing it. I won't go there anymore. And, if, like I say, if President Trump just says, to hell with it, let those cities that are overwrought with crime, violent crime, let them handle their own thing. But there are consequences for things. One of them being, you'll have a lot of truck drivers that say, you know what? I'm not going there, I'm not going to be driving around in 1870s Deadwood. That's crazy. Why would I do that, So yeah, I just won't go there. Plain and simple. Matter of fact, I really, it's to a point where I would go to Chicago if there was nothing else. But it wouldn't take much for me to go, I'm not going to Chicago. I own the truck. I own the trailer. I'm not leased on to anybody. I'm an independent owner-operator. If I don't want to go somewhere, I don't go somewhere. And, yeah, I mean, if you guys want it violent there, have have it violent. I give a shit. Okay? So that's my take on it. Like I say, when your tourism drops to zero and people don't care to see your city anymore because you've made a shithole out of it, you know, by burning it down and tearing down statues and rioting, and you know, the homeless people laying all over the streets. You know, it's, why does anybody want to go there to visit? You know, and that's why that's one of the things I was happy to hear him cleaning up Washington D.C., because that's one of the destinations that my wife and I want to go visit someday. You know, we want to go tour the Capitol and see the Washington Monument and the Jefferson Memorial, and also Arlington Cemetery. I'm glad he cleaned it up. So like I say, we do plan to go there someday. So anyway, that's all I got, everybody. Be safe out there. We'll talk soon.